So on to the third segment of our due diligence series here. We've covered legal due diligence, we've covered construction due diligence, and really we've done that in that order because now we've assembled as many of the elements as we can to then complete our financial due diligence. Financial due diligence, when it comes to development, or indeed any undertaking in life, is all about understanding the components that you need to put in place financially to see whether or not the project that you're looking at, having done all your due diligence, stacks up. Now, let me take you back a step beforehand. So when we look at a site initially, we will do a primary appraisal. So we will base that based on local information that we've been able to capture in terms of expected sale prices. We'll have looked at historic sale prices to get to that point, and we'll have engaged with some of the local estate agents to get an opinion of value. We'll then use information that we've got or gathered either through a quantity surveyor or through some of the pricing services, whereby we understand, broadly speaking, the price of something similarly built that we are looking to construct. And then we'll take into account our fees, our own expectations of profit, and also the cost of assembling the capital to actually deliver the development. So we'll have done all that prior to starting the legal process. We'll have satisfied ourselves that this is a project where there's enough of a return on cost that we can satisfy our profit ambitions. And also that return on cost is a really important metric because it's not just about profit, it's about margin of security. So the greater that profit element that's in there, the greater margin of security, the greater margin against risk, if you like, that is in there. So once we've got to the point where we have now carried out, we've gone beyond that appraisal, we've done our legal and construction based due diligence, we've now arrived at the point where we can make a final decision on whether or not we go ahead and do this. So the way we use that is just an appraisal tool that we've created over the year where you've got all these inputs that come in. So we're looking at all the planning conditions and the impact that they will have on costs. We're looking at the building regulations and the impact they're likely to have on costs. But then finally what we're doing is we're taking this whole thing out to tender to some contractors that are appropriately sized and experienced for doing the job, and we're asking them to give us a firm price for doing the work. And on the back of that tender process, we'll arrive with a contractor that we can then actually engage with to build out. The financial appraisal is really a process that we go through whereby we take that final step before we jump in and say, yes, we can deliver this project. We understand all the elements that are involved here. We understand what all these elements cost. We understand what the local market is saying in terms of the sales value. And then we're looking at that and coming up with an answer that says, this meets our hurdle rate of return on costs. We can deliver this within the timeframes that are appropriate for our expectations and also the market expectations, about which we'll talk in the next video. And then we move forward on that. The appraisal that you see an example of what an appraisal ultimately looks like in the slides above my left shoulder. They'll take you through and they will kind of confirm to you the types of things that we're looking for and how we arrive at some. Key thing on this diligence process, and all of this diligence, but particularly in the financial diligence here, is to make sure that Development Discovery as a company are fully appraised of what's going on with this particular development, how much money we expect to make from it, what our buffer of security is here, which is our profit effectively, and make sure for those of you that are investing with us and entrusting your hard-earned cash to us, that we can return it all safely, along with the returns on top of that we have promised with you. So that's important. That is, in fact, in all of this, that is the most crucial thing. That and repaying our senior debt holders. So that's a very simple overview of what we do from a financial appraisal point of view, financial due diligence, and then finally, what we'll talk about after this in the next video is a little commentary on market risk in terms of where we are right now. This video has been recorded at the end of November in 2018, so it's particular just to this area of time. But then we will give you some resources and links that you can look at to study this whole thing further. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to this video. Hope it's been of interest, and we'll see you in the next video.